Good evening, I'm Brendan Purdy. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, unions respond. Alberta's unions could be headed for a general strike. Plus, City Hall ceremony. Edmonton's new city council is sworn in. And big tracks to fill. What roller coaster detectives think could replace the Mindbender at Galaxyland.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Brendan Purdy.
Good evening. Alberta unions are sending a message to the provincial government for invoking the notwithstanding clause to force striking teachers back to work. They say the wheels have been set in motion for a province-wide general strike. CTV's Connor Hogg was at the union's announcement earlier today. And Connor, could Alberta see a general strike soon?
Well, Brendan, not necessarily a general strike, but a general strike, if necessary, is what the Alberta Federation of Labour had to say, meaning the process of organizing a general strike has been started, but the president of the AFL says it will take time.
Daniel Smith has awakened a sleeping giant.
Union workers from across the province gathered in Edmonton Wednesday afternoon, responding to the province forcing teachers back to work using the notwithstanding clause. The Alberta Federation of Labour says it has its sights set on toppling the UCP government.
Not just for the sake of the teachers, not just for the sake of bargaining rights, but for the sake of our shared democracy and the future of our province.
AFL President Gil McGowan says that Labour unions will mobilize around MLA recall campaigns and campaign publicly for defunding private schools. It will also begin the process of organizing a province-wide general strike.
Thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of workers walking off the job probably for a limited period of time.
Labor relations professor Jason Foster says a general strike would likely be more effective long-term than recall support. He says while there won't be an immediate strike, there could be new labor woes on the horizon. Nurses are voting on whether to strike later this month.
When you turn up workers' anger, that's when they're prepared to mobilize and do things. So I fully suspect that this might actually even enhance the results of their strike vote.
When we looked at all of our options, this has been the longest education strike in Canadian history. We were looking for a way to bring some finality to it.
Speaking to CTV News, Provincial Finance Minister Nate Horner says other routes could have taken months and kids could have remained out of class. He says the process has not been fun for anyone, including the province.
My message is this, that we've heard you. We know there's other work that needs to be done in the classroom.
We'll have to see if they're actually going to put actions to those works. As we move, our fight from our strike into a different arena, it's to hold governments to account about the promises that they make.
Our signatories.
McGowan is not committing to a timeline on when workers could actually walk off the job. When pressed, he told media that consultation with other unions will take some time, as a general strike hasn't been seen in Canada for more than 100 years. There are 24 unions affiliated with the AFL, representing 175,000 workers in the province, including Teamsters, food and commercial workers, nurses, steel workers, and the Canadian Union of Public Employees. Brendan?
Thanks for that, Connor. Our Connor Hogg live for us in studio this evening. Now, the province has released more details about its plan to address classroom size and complexity. School boards will be responsible for providing data on student numbers, as well as the type of challenges that kids are dealing with. Incidents of aggression and violence will also be tracked. School boards have until November 24th to submit their data. By January, those numbers will be made public and then released annually. It says that more details will be coming. Edmonton's new city council has been sworn in, taking their oaths of office at a ceremony at City Hall this afternoon. Many familiar faces are on this new council. 9 people, including Mayor Andrew Knack, won re-election earlier this month. There are 4 new councillors this term: John Morgan, Reed Clark, Mike Elliott, and Tu Palmer. She arrives at City Hall after a recount awarded her the win with an extra 600 votes. Mayor Knack says he has a range of priorities, including affordability, but expecting a big tax cut in the upcoming city budget, probably not.
This is the last year of our 4-year budget cycle, and it's typically something that's fairly baked in. It's already an approved budget, so council will look to make some adjustments. But as has been the case every term that I've been on council, there's usually not typically a large shift in the final year of a 4-year budget.
In his first speech as mayor, Knack mentioned safety, homelessness, and his intention to connect with newly elected leaders in the capital region. He intends to release a strategic plan for this version of council as soon as next week. The province's law enforcement response teams have made a sizable drug bust in an operation spanning across Alberta and Saskatchewan. Homes were searched in Edmonton, St. Albert, and Swift Current. Officers found more than 1,800 grams of cocaine, 192 grams of a suspected cocaine buffing agent, 4 grams of fentanyl, and about $24,000 in cash.
This is an investigation our officers have been working on for a number of months, focused mainly on drug trafficking in the Edmonton area, but then when they undertook the investigation, they discovered that it also extended into Saskatchewan, so grateful for the collaboration with our counterparts.
A 32-year-old man is facing multiple drug charges. The Bank of Canada cut its key lending rate again and is signaling it's done cutting the rate for now. The rate is currently 2.25%. The Bank of Canada says the effects of U.S. trade actions are becoming more clear, but monetary policy can't fix the damage caused by a trade war. The bank says it's aiming to keep rates close to the 2% mark to help the economy through the adjustment. Now, after a couple of false starts, discount retailer Zellers is scheduled to open in our city tomorrow. The first location will be at the Londonderry Mall. The company says by spring of 2026, Zellers will open more locations across our country. It says its focus is now on smaller spaces with fewer items like clothing, luggage, and home goods. Toys and pharmaceuticals are not part of the new plan. HBC briefly brought back small Zellers sections in Bay stores before the company went out of business. The Londonderry location was slated to open in August. Now, that got pushed back until September and now October. Since the teardown of the Mindbender roller coaster in West Edmonton Mall, many people have been wondering what ride will come and replace it. As CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti finds out, roller coaster enthusiasts, well, they may have discovered the answer.
For as long as he can remember, Steve Phillip has been obsessed with roller coasters.
I got the Roller Coaster Tycoon game out of the cereal box, and then just going to Galaxyland when I was younger too, watching the Mindbender just became a really cool thing.
For more than 2 decades, the Mindbender roller coaster with 3 loops thrilled people at West Edmonton Mall. It shut down in 2023 and has since been torn down.
The removal take place was definitely kind of heartbreaking, but I knew that something big was coming.
With the mall promising to replace it, Phillip and a global online community of roller coaster fans started to dig around.
There's even people all the way from Florida that are reaching out, asking questions, being like, I went on the Mindbender so many years ago.
When looking at the construction site, the amateur sleuth spotted the name Vekoma, a Dutch roller coaster manufacturer. Then, by pure chance during an errand run, Phillip saw something familiar in a West Edmonton industrial yard.
I was driving down the road and saw the track. We had some rumors about the color, and the tarp was blown off. I was able to identify the colors, and instantly I put 2 and 2 together.
Dozens of pieces of orange and green tracks are now covered in blue tarps. Regardless of what it ends up looking like, the new ride will have big tracks to fill. University of Calgary physics professor Phil Langell uses roller coasters and other rides as a teaching tool.
You go super fast, you get squished into your seat really hard, you feel at times like you're going to come flying out of your seat.
He says the key to a good ride is a blend of different types of motions and forces.
A good roller coaster ride will bring you to the edge of being uncomfortable, but not over the top so that you're frightened out of your boots, right?
He says the mall will need to balance big enough thrills for adults while making sure kids enjoy it too. It's unclear when we'll know if that's been achieved, as West Edmonton Mall isn't letting anything slip, only telling us we're thrilled to see the excitement from fans and the community around our upcoming roller coaster. While we can't share more right now, we look forward to unveiling full details as we get closer to opening. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
Corey joining us now with an early look at weather. And Corey, I can't seem to wipe the smile off my face looking at that old footage of the Mindbender. So many good memories were had at Galaxyland on that coaster. Can't wait to see what comes in next.
Yeah, it was fantastic for people who grew up with it. Yeah, part of their childhood or experience here in Edmonton. So excited to see what's coming our way as we look outside, what's coming our way weather-wise. We've got some cloud in the sky as we look to the northwest. We did see a lot of the cloud this morning bring us some showers and rain, and then it cleared out. We got to some sun, but a little bit more cloud moving in. As we look to the northeast, that's where the clear sky is. So that cloud is going to be coming in from the west. As we take a look at our almanac for today, our high was 9, average seasonal high 5. We did dip down to 2, average seasonal low -3. So nice to be above average, our high and our low. As we take a look at the calendar for today, again 9, 8 yesterday. So now we have 18 days above average seasonal high for this month. 8 at around average and 3 below. So we're doing okay temperature-wise, and for Thursday, Friday, we'll add to the above average. The temperatures for tomorrow and Friday are looking quite nice. As we go throughout the evening, we've got some cloud coming in. Could see the wind pick up a little bit, gusts around 30 kilometers per hour. That'll be the case in the morning, but then the wind eases as we go throughout tomorrow. Light wind into the afternoon, a little bit of cloud to start in the morning, lots of sun into the afternoon, and a high of 9. Tomorrow is looking quite nice. Then it's Halloween, and the Halloween forecast also looks quite nice. -2 to start, 11 for a high, lots of sun, cloud building as we go throughout the evening, late day a chance of showers, and then Saturday, late day a chance of showers, more cloud than sun as we go throughout Saturday. I have your 5-day forecast next time we chat weather.
Thank you very much for that, Corey. Just ahead, schools in session. With the strike over, hundreds of thousands of students return to the classroom.
I want them to go to school. I don't want their time to be wasted.
Thursday, we speak with students planning to walk out in support of their teachers, plus how to manage the pressures of being a Pinterest-perfect parent at Halloween. And we reveal the winner of our Spooky Spirit Contest.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Welcome back. 700,000 students returned to school this morning after the labor dispute kept them out for more than 3 weeks. CTV's Nicole Lampa met up with some families at a West End school as children were being dropped off.
Mason Puerto is excited to see his grade 5 friends.
I just miss every thing we did together. My teacher is so exciting. She gives us like lots of fun activities to do and stuff.
His mom is also happy her 2 sons are back in class after they sat empty for 3.5 weeks.
I want them to go to school. I don't want their time to be wasted.
It's the same feeling for Sebastian Bartlett, who is also part of the Parent Advisory Council at St. Justin Elementary.
I'm happy that they're back in school, but at the same point, I'm very disgusted about how the government's gone about this to force our teachers back into school where it's not on their free will.
While Mason doesn't fully understand why he's been out of school for so long, he hopes his teacher feels valued, at least by him.
I just like how she teaches us every day and cares for us.
Nicole Lampa, CTV News, Edmonton.
The city of St. Albert is trying to make it easier for people of all ages to get into sports. This Saturday, the city is hosting a sports day at Service Place. The city describes it as a sports job fair. 22 local organizations will be talking about the programs that they offer. There will also be demonstrations and information about volunteer opportunities. The city says sports sets kids up with some skills for success.
Whether it's for physical benefits such as maintaining a healthy, active and balanced lifestyle, whether there's social benefits such as meeting new friends or participating with your peers, or especially for our youth, there's so many life skill development opportunities within youth sport. Skills such as leadership, resiliency and teamwork.
The city says these activities don't have to be competitive or expensive, and programs are available to offset costs. On Saturday, people can also bring equipment donations for Sports Central. The organization provides equipment to families who need it. Well, you have one last chance to vote for Alberta's next license plate. 2 plates are left to choose from. The finalists include a picture of Moraine Lake and the foothills with a pump jack and ranchers. The new plates also feature a wild rose flower and new slogan, Strong and Free. Online voting wraps up November 5th with the chosen design being announced in mid-November. To vote, head to alberta.ca/pick-a-plate. Still to come, trick-or-treat training, how neurodiverse children are preparing for Halloween.
They practice saying trick-or-treat or using a computer to say trick-or-treat. Then they get their candy.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Monday on CTV Edmonton, a new series, The Crime Tapes.
Just stay there, we'll find you. We will. I'll find you.
An Edmonton man's public promise to find his pregnant wife, all while police had him under close watch inside the 2005 investigation of Michael White. Monday.
Health experts are warning people about eating excessive amounts of sugar on Halloween, but also say sugar shouldn't be demonized. One dietitian says if you have a healthy diet for the rest of the year, you should be allowed to indulge on this one day. She recommends parents share their concerns around sugar with kids instead of condemning it.
I don't want this holiday to breed fear of sugar in our, when we are feeding our kids. I think it's a great opportunity to talk to kids about eating healthily 80% of the time and 20% of the time eating some of those foods that we really enjoy.
She suggests promoting other parts of Halloween besides the candy, like the social and creative aspects. Now, trick-or-treating can be difficult for neurodiverse children. The heightened sights and sounds of Halloween, well, they can be overstimulating. With that in mind, the Children's Autism Services of Edmonton hosted a practice trick-or-treating event last night. It featured experts and families of children with autism who offered tips based on their lived experiences.
They get to go to a house, and we have it set up so it shows lights on or lights off. And if it's showing lights on, they knock on the door. They wait for the door to be open. They practice saying trick-or-treat or using a computer to say trick-or-treat. Then they get their candy, they say thank you, and they go to the next house.
The group says events like these are vital to help kids gain confidence before heading out into the real world. All right, Corey, I absolutely loved that Eeyore onesie back in my morning show days in Regina. I'd pull out the onesie for Halloween. What are some memorable Halloween costumes that you have?
Oh, well, on the morning show here, we've got a few with Kim and I. We've done Up, and we did Beetlejuice last year, so some pretty memorable ones. You're going to want to watch Friday morning. Tune in, because Kim's got a big surprise Halloween costume-wise.
I cannot wait to see it, Corey.
And the good thing is the forecast for Halloween is looking nice, Brendan, as we go throughout the next few days. Pretty decent forecast. We do have some cloud in the region right now, and right now you are taking a live look through the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace fixed right, or it's free, 7 degrees right now here in the city. We made it up to 8. We've dropped a degree. The airport was just a degree warmer than us. They made it up to 9, still at 9 degrees right now. Stony Plain 8, Elk Island 6, Nemeo 8, and Villeneuve sitting at 8 degrees. Winds coming in from the north-northwest. A little bit of a breeze right now, and that'll be the case as we go throughout the rest of the evening into the early morning hours. As we take a look, Red Deer 12, Calgary 12, Lethbridge 12, very nice in the south. You can see where there's a different air mass. We've got 0 in Lloydminster, 0 in Cold Lake, 1 in Slave Lake. So a cooler air mass. At least we are in the warmer sector, and we will be for the next few days. You can kind of almost see it where the cloud cuts off. We are seeing some cloud coming in from the west, some scattered showers towards the airport and towards Stony Plain. Also Seba Beach, Drain Valley. Those are pulling to the east-southeast. It's just a slight chance they're just going to brush by the city. We mostly will probably just see fairly cloudy sky, and then as we go throughout the overnight period, it will start to break up a little bit. Fort McMurray's been seeing some snow and flurries. That is slowly pushing off into Saskatchewan. So as we take a look at the futurecast, there's a precipitation off to the west. It could just brush by us a little bit, but then we start to see the cloud break up. And as we go throughout Thursday, mostly sunny sky throughout the day. We might see a little bit of scattered cloud, but the sun is going to dominate. Once we get into Friday, we've got a little bit more cloud building as we get into Friday evening. And then late Friday, we could see some rain come through the Edmonton area, but it should be after the trick-or-treating is done. Tomorrow morning, -6 in Peace River, -2 in Grand Prairie. Temperatures to the east, although they're not that warm now, not dropping off a whole lot. Cold Lake -3, Lloydminster -3. Tomorrow, still a bit on the cool side. Cold Lake only a high of 2. Vegreville, a little bit warmer at 6. Whitecourt, Edson tapping into that warmer air, 9 and 10. As we take a look to the south, very similar temperatures to what they had today. Red, you're looking for 10 degrees for tomorrow. For us here in Edmonton, as we go throughout the evening, a bit breezy. We could see winds 10 to 30 kilometers per hour. Tomorrow morning, we start off right around 1 degree. Wind eases and then remains light as we go throughout tomorrow. 9 for a high. Lots of sun. We will see a little bit more cloud as we go throughout the evening, but still fairly sunny. And then Friday, Halloween, -2 to start, 11 for a high. Late day, it looks like after the trick-or-treating, there's a chance of showers. Saturday, 10, a chance of late day showers. And then set your clock back an hour as you head to bed for Sunday, 8 degrees. And we're looking for an 8 on Monday as well. I have your 10-day forecast coming up in the 6 o'clock newscast. Brendan.
Thanks for that, Corey. More of the program continues after this short break.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by Superheroes and Blockbusters with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com.
Still ahead on CTV News at 6, a Leger survey offers insight into how some Albertans may feel about the direction of our province. Also, one Alberta government minister says the political recall process is being weaponized against 12 UCP MLAs, and what one local dentist is offering to kids whose parents don't want piles of Halloween candy hanging around their house. Those stories and much more tonight on CTV News at 6 with Jeff Hastings. As we wind down tonight, a local business is looking ahead to colder days in hopes of helping our city's most vulnerable. Starting on Saturday, 2 men in a truck will be collecting gently used and new winter gear for its Truckload of Warmth campaign. It's partnering with Hope Mission to make sure that donations get to those who need them most.
So we're trying to play our part and also be an inspiration to other community businesses as well, to be able to give back as well.
Donations can be dropped off at the company's office in Southeast Edmonton. All right, that's all from us on this Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Matt Woodman will be back with you tomorrow, the same time, same place. Until then, take care and goodbye for now. CTV National News is next.